taste for sustainability. Please welcome for a second time, Richard Torriani. Thank you.
Thanks, Patrick. Thank you very much. I'm going to try and run through, actually quickly, I have quite a lot of slides today, and try to get you to lunch on time. So the first thing to do is actually start with a question with the voting system. A lot of others. I like to ask this question actually because I've noticed actually different answers to some of the subsequent questions afterwards depending on the profile that we get in the room before. So I'll move on. Go through, we've done this part already. This is my boss. I bring him up actually because a couple years ago he watched the movie from Al Gore and made it an important part of MCI's future commitment, for instance. We're the first event management company to be a signature of the Global Compact. Global Compact is the premier people, planet, profit organization in the world. It's the United Nations Foundation, for instance. And we commit not only to corporate greening and corporate social responsibility, but a lot of other elements of corporate social responsibility, for instance. By doing that, we started a push in our company, hired what we call a group sustainability director, who's Guy. He's our thought leader on corporate social responsibility. And in fact, we have turned that into what we call a business practice, for instance, where we actually sell these consulting solutions to our clients and integrate them into almost all of our corporate offers, for instance, and in the association field also. In the corporate field, almost all major RFPs that now come out of industry incorporate at least some element of a corporate social responsibility questionnaire. And we've managed to turn this into a fairly interesting business. These are just some of MCI's climate clients, if you want. We're the organizer of the COP15 Climate Change Conference in Copenhagen, World Water Week, European Wind Energy. We do some sustainability advising for Advisor for Destination Management and hotel venue consulting, for instance, as well as some pro bono consulting for a number of industry associations like YAPCO in the PCO field or MPI in the meeting and events field, for instance. So clearly, everybody knows the world is changing, and we're experiencing what we can now call a paradigm shift in how people select venues and organize meeting and events. We call it, in our words, the sustainability revolution because I have to admit, personally, I was not an early adopter of corporate social responsibility of green events. I thought it was a fad. A lot of fads have come and gone. And when we first started on this, I did believe that we would have a 2 or 3 year momentum where everybody claiming to be greening and all the venues claiming all the stuff that they're doing about greening, and then we would move on to something else. It hasn't been the case, and rightfully so. And my primary focus has always been profit, and I think we've been able to turn this into a profitable solution at the same time. So that's how they got my vote, I guess. So in a sense, what it's become is it's become a sustainable circle in this. Once anybody on this circle starts to push for sustainable solutions, they become self-sustaining, for instance. Once a hotel starts to push for greening their venue, they have to push down into their supply chain. The supply chain pushes up into corporates and institutions. Governments start to mandate for these types of things, which then leads back into cities and back to venues, for instance. So actually,